Well, hello there, everybody. Greetings from Emotiva World Headquarters. Big Dan here with the boys and the girl, who's off camera because she's camera shy. Big Dan here. I got young Jake.
That's right.
Toe and lawn.
Absolutely.
Back in the saddle where he belongs. And, of course, young Nick. Not as young as he used to be, but still very youthful.
Trying.
Full head of hair.
Getting old now. Getting old.
Jake and Nick and Lonnie and Damon, they've all been working out lately, so they're getting some guns.
Shredded.
And,
shredded. We're getting
they're
shredded.
getting shredded. I'm sorry, I said the wrong word.
Getting
Shredded.
the pump.
Getting pumped up there. So I got to watch what I say around these guys because I can get in trouble.
We should just bring some dumbbells in and put them on the
Now that
table.
they're putting in some muscle into the company. I gotta be careful what I say.
Right. Exactly.
I'm an elder, so they've threatened me. So it is elder abuse.
Well, somebody's got
elder.
Elder abuse. Elder abuse. Anyway, hey, got a lot of stuff to go over today. Did anybody remember the 4th of July? Didn't it seem like a long time ago since the 4th of July?
Honestly,
It is.
It seems like a lifetime ago, but yet it was just a few weeks ago.
It's felt like a while ago now.
We had a spectacular 4th of July out in the backyard watching the fireworks. It was nice.
Nice.
A little hot that day.
Yeah, it was a little.
Did you give explosives to the grandkids?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. No. But we had a good time, and I hope you all did too. It was very hot out here and muggy on the 4th, and then the rest of the weekend was fantastic. But actually, it was the 3rd that was hot and muggy, which is when we have our little thing in my neighborhood. We have our little neighborhood fireworks thing.
Get together.
Anyway, so we're at the end of July.
Yep.
Coming up on the end of July. Nick, what's going on with the Summer Sizzle?
So Summer Sizzle, speaking of end of July, Summer Sizzle will be coming to an end at the end of July. It goes till the 31st. And so if you're not aware of the different tiers that we have, it's spend $1,000 and get 15% off if you use code HOT15. We'll splash that on the camera here.
Nice.
And then if you spend $3,000, you'll get 25% off with code SIZZLE25.
Sizzle25. Who thinks of this stuff? It's fantastic. I don't know. I mean,
We have lots of meetings and collective thought. And
Apple's got nothing on us.
Yeah.
All right, in terms of creativity. Ah, man. Speakers are in the EU finally
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
and rapidly selling.
Yep. So if you're in the
waiting for
EU,
those.
if you're in the EU and you want speakers, we heard you loud and
That
clear.
was a circuitous process to get those speakers into our warehouse. Longer than it should have taken, I thought.
Sure.
There it is.
Nothing's
They're
easy
there.
anymore.
They're
Nothing-
selling well. Thank you
That's-
very much.
that's
We
it.
appreciate
As Lonnie says.
More will come in.
Yeah.
Nothing's
What did
easy.
Lonnie say?
Nothing's easy anymore.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. Yeah, Jake, you've created quite a stir in the company.
Oh, are we talking about?
I don't want to have to discipline you in front of all of our viewers now. Now,
So-
used to be listeners, Jake. Now it's viewers.
Well, we're talking about the whole BurgerGate situation, huh?
I'm
Yeah.
going to let you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Fall on your own sword, Jake. No,
you
I'm not
know
gonna do
that
it
you
for
know that was something we had a lot of fun with. Was making that ad,
You infuriated most of the
And
people on
well,
the web.
listen, at the time when we made it, we're like, this is great, this is fun, people will get it. And then, man, Nick came and told me, he was like, hey, by the way, the comments are absolutely blowing up on this. I'm like, that's good news. And he was like, no, this is a lot of people have issues with how you're flipping those burgers. Not at all.
Your burger style was left something to be desired.
Now, in Jake's defense, though, you don't touch Rob's burgers.
That's true. Robert did have a little look at me. He was
Yeah.
like, hey, listen, for this ad, you can.
I mean, Robert takes his grilling very
he
seriously.
leaned in real close to me.
gave
He was like, hey, listen.
Jake a grilling answer.
But he leaned in close to me. He was like, "Hey, listen, don't flip my burgers for that.
touch 'em.
Don't do that." So I was like, "Okay, I won't flip them." So
So Jake has since been to burger school and now has newfound respect and appreciation for the intricacies of the barbecue.
Calling for Jake's head, man.
indeed, I didn't know if flipping a burger or not at all
right,
was
yeah.
going to cost.
Yeah,
such-
We have a lot of avid barbecuers in our listening group out there, our customer base, and they take their barbecuing seriously, much as Robert does too.
Yep.
So anyway, he got you squared away, and you apologize for your lack of
Well, we did a redemption shot in one of those ads where we actually showed me flipping the burgers.
So there is proof that you can do it.
I can do it, and it was done.
Great.
All right, I think we drove that into the ground as hard as we can.
All right, that one done.
Jake is sorry, no more messing around with a barbecue.
We're done with the barbecue thing.
Well, I guess haven't got the hamburgers behind us, we can talk about the big thing in the news, which is the lack of shipping of the XMC processors this month. I have not been able to keep my promise of a July delivery due to a number of reasons, which I don't bore you with. We have everything. We've got the boards. We have the part we were missing. We were waiting for the missing part. The last part came in. The boards are still in fabrication. They're being assembled, and the firmware is really well in hand. The video's working really good. The decoders are working well, and I would like to give you a date. It's soon, but I'm not going to give you an exact date because I don't know exactly when all these little things will come to be, and I don't want to give you a date and have it be off by whatever time and have to apologize to you again. All I can tell you is everything is here except for this one board, which is being fabricated, and all of our work is virtually in hand and complete. So as soon as I have that board, and as soon as they are through production, you will have them. And I will give you a date when I get a little bit closer, but it won't be long. It's just not going to be in July, and I apologize.
And I just want to say that in your defense, you were working off information from me.
Yeah.
There was things that came up that we couldn't expect, but the board is in production. So once we get that board, we're good, and I'm sorry.
So and I apologize to all you guys because I know you're all chafing at the bit to get a hold of it, but it'll be worth the wait, I promise you. In fact, I happen to have an RMC1L here, an 8K. Got the little antenna back there. But while we're on the subject of the processors and the chassis and all the things here, we'll probably talk about something more positive for a minute, which is the new compact version of the XPA chassis. So we
give that a little spin.
Yeah, let me give you a little spin here, Jake. Use all those muscles you've developed in your workout routine.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Whoa!
What you don't see, this is an RMC1L, excuse me. Yep. And this is the new XMC
XPA.
XPA C. There's so many model names.
Too many model names.
Too many model names.
This is the new RMC1L, and this is the XPA compact chassis.
Yes.
Which is an interesting little project that we came up with a few months ago. I was actually battling with an installation, which is, I can't believe I got stuck doing that, but I did. Mm-hmm. And I had to go find a really deep cabinet to hold the amplifier, and I did. But there's very few cabinets that'll take the amp without having to put an access hole in the back. And then I was talking to the boys, and they said, Dan, this happens to everybody all the time. That's all we hear about. And I said, gee, Lonnie, wouldn't it be swell if we could make a compact version of the XPA chassis, because it would fit in so many more cabinets and equipment racks and installations, and it would make it even more accessible to more people. So we fiddled around with it, and we came up with a little brainstorming. We came up with a way of making the XPA chassis about 6 inches shorter than it currently is.
Yes.
And I'm going to pull this one off.
Yep.
And I'll show what we've done here. Oh, look at that, Nick.
Look at that.
Professional. If you're familiar with our XPA amps, you'll notice in the deep chassis, the power supply lives here. And now in the new compact chassis, the power supply lives here. The trade-off is that you can get 5 blades in the chassis instead of 7, but you cut off nearly 6 inches of depth off the chassis. So this now is as deep as the processor. It's about 14 inches deep. It's as deep as our big processors, as well as the vast majority of AVRs will fit in this footprint also. So this will go into any standard cabinet. Most cabinets are 16 inches minimum to 19 inches, the bulk of them being 16 inches. So now we have a solution that you can have X power in a normal cabinet. The only limiting factor is you can do 5 modules in this chassis instead of 7. But the cool thing is you can build a DR2 in here, a DR1. You can build an XPA5, an XPA3. You can build a 7-channel. You can build any iteration of our modules that will take up to 5 slots. And I think
21 models.
Huge hit. Yeah, 21 versions of it on top of the existing full depth.
It's like Baskin Robbins.
And I think this is going to be, and it's exactly the same parts. It's just a different chassis, same front panel, looks the same everywhere except the depth. And I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so I think with the C plus our standard XPA, we have over 50 variations you can build this amp
Wow.
out to
That's
for
a
whatever
lot.
your system needs are.
That's
One
tons.
for every need.
Yeah.
And we'll probably insert
55.
some nice photos.
And
55.
then to
55
clarify
variants.
quick while we're on the podcast, using a tape measure, it's 14 inches deep, 15 with the jacks on the back for those that are
If you,
interested.
when you put connectors
Correct,
in it. Yeah.
correct.
And most cabinets are 16 to 18.
Your mileage may vary,
Mm-hmm.
but that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. So this is exciting, and this will be shipping in how long, Nick?
Don't know.
All
soon.
right.
Soon. It's going to be soon. We're working on the webpage right now, so you expect within the next week or so to see it on
so
the
very
website.
soon, yeah.
Yep.
And you'll see all the variations that are available and more details of the photos. But it's very nice. It works great. We put a special shield in here to keep our noise floor where we need it to be, and it's working great. So
It's an
we're
exciting
pretty
little
excited
piece.
about that. Pricing will be the same as an equivalent standard chassis. So if you have an XPA 5 and you decide to go compact or full depth, it's basically the same money for either version. It's just up to you what your needs are in your system.
And it'll be simplified. You'll go to, say, an XPA 5 page, and there'll be a drop down. Either
Yeah.
you want full chassis or you want compact chassis, whatever your needs are.
Hey, there you go.
Keeping it simple.
Easy
Yes.
easy. I like
Yep.
that.
Easy.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, some good news to temper the bad news. How's that streamer going, Lonnie?
Oh, it's actually coming along nice.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody's played with it. It's beautiful. It works great. When we were doing our hardcore testing, it actually performed really well, but we wanted to get it up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we've got we've been playing around with some different op amps and things like that on the specs, and that's all been done. And yeah, now everything's ready to roll.
So I think we're getting some pretty good numbers out of it now.
Oh, we're getting great
And,
numbers. It's better than any streamer I've seen.
Yeah, well, it certainly holds holds up with everything that I've seen, even the high end stuff. So I feel pretty good about it, and I really like the firmware. The operating system is really solid
It's
and it's very
clean.
stable,
It just
so.
works.
So look for the streamer. I think we'll talk more about the streamer and more detail. We showed it to you last time. We'll show more details, but I think we're about a week from releasing it to full production.
Sure.
We're very happy with it. This op amp selection was just kind of like a little bit of polishing to try to get a couple more dB of signal noise ratio out of it.
Just a little of this.
On that note, what else we got? What's coming up in terms of upcoming events?
We're going to see friends in Colorado.
Who are you going to visit?
We're going to be at CEDIA September 5th
I
through
think you're
7th.
You and your wife. No.
No, us.
No.
We're going to see
No,
our
we-
friends,
we,
Dan.
we, the
royal.
We don't have lives outside of this place. What are you talking about?
Don't you know
That's
that?
right. That's my boys. That's all
That's
I'm
right.
asking
Come on.
for. Complete submission. All right. So CEDIA will be at CEDIA, and we have an announcement about CEDIA that we'll talk about probably the next podcast. But we'll be at CEDIA in all of our glory, and look forward to seeing our industry friends there. What else we got?
Well, we also have Emo Fest.
Yep.
Just touching base on that.
That's a big one.
October.
Still working on that. We'll have a lot more information as we get closer to October. But I've seen a lot of the guys on the forum and stuff planning their trips out already. Oh, we're going to go
They
eat
always
here.
do.
We're going to go there. We're
What
going to
was the
stay
date
here
on October? Was it October
5th?
5th?
October 5th
October
is
5th.
the date.
5th.
Correct.
That's the day.
Correct.
for our special 20th anniversary extravaganza.
Yep.
There you go.
Looking forward to that. It's
So
always
that'll
a
be
lot
cool.
of fun.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be probably more for guys that have been to Emo Fest in the past. You won't have the band day. This will be more kind of geared towards when we had our
We
open
had
house.
a band day, but everybody stayed inside the building and played with
Yeah.
the gear, so it seemed like a waste of time and energy to have a band.
Yeah.
They like to eat, and they like to play with gear, and they like deals
Yeah.
and the giveaways.
And to talk.
And a talk.
Yeah, and then Jake, closet drinking, of course. What's that saying?
You know, just disappear in the
I
warehouse.
mean,
Yeah.
let's just get it out in the open right now.
Go down and see Rick's hammock, you know.
Yeah.
And they use that.
Exactly.
Rick will show you his hammock in the warehouse. Right?
That's right.
Jake's not the only one. So.
Well, I've driven them all to it. So
Yeah,
my-
it's your
my
shift.
fault,
Okay,
yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm on
The
deck.
20th anniversary. It's going to be hard
20
to
years,
believe. Man. And I'll have another granddaughter by then.
Yes, you will.
Any day now.
She's due, I think, maybe the latest August 4th is what I'm told. So we'll see. She can come anytime.
And you got another daughter becoming somebody else's.
I got another daughter that's engaged. Yeah, I'm very excited. Big stuff happening. Big
stuff
family stuff
happening.
happening. And that circle of life, Jake.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Full circle, they call
Do
it.
the whole, baby.
You know. for kids.
Yeah. Unlike the rest of us, Dan has a very vibrant life outside of this.
That's
place,
right.
so.
Yes.
Oh my God! Hey, I'm going to go to the concert tonight. We're going to see Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw No the other day.
Emerson, Lake and
Yeah,
Palmer
nice.
too.
Ooh.
Good bass lines with Yes.
Should be good. Lucky Man. Woo woo. Remember that?
Briefly.
Yeah. Okay.
Briefly.
What else we got? Any other business, guys?
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Before I told you there's a sound in our building. They don't believe me. It's probably
idea.
coming through loud on the
Dan's-
microphones.
Dan's hearing stuff.
Now, am I?
Maybe.
Very sensitive hearing. Huh? The before I sign off,
Yeah.
Did you hear it again?
I hear that sound driving me crazy. Maybe that's somebody's stomach growling. Jake?
I'm full.
Oh, I'm full. In all seriousness, I want to apologize for missing the July date. Best effort. We're just human, and sometimes things come up against us. We can't deal with them all, and we try our best to make our schedules. But even NASA misses a few launch dates, as it were. But I guess we're right there with NASA now.
But we're doing better than Boeing.
Doing better, yeah. We're doing better. Anyway,
That's a good headline.
keep the faith. It's coming, and we feel really good about it. It works great. So
It does.
I think you're going to be very pleased. And it's probably the most solid and robust it's ever been since we developed it. So I'm really excited about it.
But by the next episode too, we'll be doing a lot more deep dive stuff with it
Yeah.
and showing you a lot of things
Correct.
with it.
Yeah.
So
It'll get down the weeds here. So I'll look forward to seeing you next time. I look forward to seeing you guys at Emo Fest. And maybe I'll run into a few of you at CEDIA. Oh, I hadn't forgotten CEDIA. It's right there on my nose.
Just double checking.
I'm walking backwards up the notes, Jake.
Yeah.
I didn't see you were walking backwards there.
I'm going backwards.
One.
And we hope you had a great summer and look forward to a nice new year. We've got a very calm political environment, so I'm sure it'll be very peaceful for everybody on the political side of things. And it should be a great lead up to the holiday season.
hey, you know what the
That's
best
right.
antidote for all of that is?
What?
Buying more home
Music.
theater gear.
More home theater.
Shut yourself in the
Right.
room
Yep.
and just
Lock
crank the
yourself
volume.
in.
Check out on all
Get
the
yourself some
media.
compact XPA amps and
Yep.
just go for it, man.
Pink Floyd.
Yep.
Yep.
That's called
Edibles.
escapism.
Escapism.
Yes,
Escapism.
that's right.
Escapism.
That's right.
The world goes away.
That's right.
Speaking of that, really quick, I saw Brit Floyd. If you get a chance to see Brit Floyd in your neighborhood, go see him.
are
Fantastic
good.
Pink Floyd cover band.
They
But
are.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting end of the year.
I would agree.
Tensions are running high. Emotions are at a fever pitch. Except for here. We're all calm.
Yep.
We're all happy. We all get along.
Indeed.
Forgot that.
Indeed, we do. We're rambling now. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Thanks, everybody, from Emotiva World Headquarters in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. Big Dan and the Wrecking Crew signing off.
Bye-bye.
Adios.